A few months ago, I bought some combat boots that retail for $1,175. These are by far the most expensive shoes I have ever purchased. But now that I've had them for a while, am I happy with them and would I recommend them? Or do I completely regret my decision and have I been crying myself to sleep every night? That's what I'm going to discuss in today's video, so if that interests you, stick around. So let's start off with what I actually bought. These are the Demeulemeester Louise boots. They're also known as corset boots due to the unique lacing system, which we'll get into later on. Demeulemeester, who I'll refer to as Anne D from now on, is a huge name in the fashion world. She was part of the Antwerp Six, who are like this superhero group of designers from Belgium. They became really prominent during the 1980s due to their distinct and radical designs. Another notable member of this group who you've probably heard of is Dries van Noten. But for me, the thing that has always drawn me to Anne D in particular is her boots. Although they're quite avant-garde and gothic, they're still very wearable, which is really important to me. I'm not really interested in pieces that can only be worn in one particular way, so that led me to buying the Louise boots, which have actually been in my wish list for a number of years now. Anne D has released a few variations of these boots, with different types of leathers, soles and heels. The ones I have here are in a smooth black calf leather, and they've got a really chunky grip rubber sole with a slight heel but nothing major. Stylistically, I'd say they're very similar to the Bottega Veneta lug boots, which I absolutely love. But I feel like I've seen so much of them over the past few years, so I wanted to get something a little bit different. These have black YKK side zippers, which not only looks really good, but is incredibly practical because it makes them really easy to take on and off. On the back is what makes these boots really unique, and it's the lacing system. At first it's a little bit confusing because everything's back to front, but you quickly get used to it. So you cinch them up at the back, and then because the laces are so long, you can wrap them around your ankle a number of times to get a really tight and secure fit. The laces do hang down my shoes a little bit, but that's part of the look which attracted me to these boots in the first place. I've seen a few people complain that this corset lacing system takes too long to get on and off, but I've had the complete opposite experience. I find it to be really fast and convenient. In terms of sizing, I was extremely hesitant at first because I saw a lot of comments saying to size down, but the website only had my true size, which is a UK 9, so I had to take a bit of a chance. Thankfully, it paid off because these fit absolutely fine. There is a little bit of wiggle room at the toes, but I prefer that because it means that I can wear chunky socks with these boots. One thing I'm sure you were thinking when you clicked this video is why? Why buy such expensive boots when there are so many alternatives out there for cheaper? I myself always go on about the Doc Martens 1460s, which are fairly similar to these. I've had my Docs for over 10 years now and I still love them and will continue to wear them, but they are starting to look a little bit tired now, and I find they're bringing down some of my outfits when I'm trying to look a little bit smarter. So one of the factors was I wanted a new pair of black boots that I could wear with nicer clothes. The plan with these is not to get them scruffy. I want to keep them tidy and clean. The Docs are going to be my beta boots from now on, which I'll wear when I don't particularly care how I look. Another factor in getting these boots was as I get older, I find myself becoming more and more interested in unique and higher quality pieces. These of course have that uniqueness factor in their design, which I haven't personally seen on other boots, but also the quality of materials and construction is far beyond comparison with my Docs, and in fact any other shoes that I currently own. These are made in Italy and everything feels super premium. Even comparing these with my Red Wings, which are well known Buy It For Life boots, the Anne D's just feel like they're in a different class. I'm sure Rose Anvil will prove me wrong by slicing these in half and finding something horrific, but on the surface, everything seems good to me. So as I touched upon earlier, I like to buy pieces that can be worn in a number of different ways, and these boots are really easy to style with a variety of pants. My favourite way to wear them at the moment is with a light wash pair of denim. These are some Levi's 505s, which are a high-waisted straight leg fit. They have such a nice natural fade to them, which I think contrasts really well with the boots, and gives you that sort of biker look. I've rolled the jeans up at the ankle a bit to show off the boots a bit more and give my legs a bit of shape. The second way I usually wear them is with some cropped chinos. I've talked about these ASOS chinos many times on my channel. They don't seem to stock them anymore, but Weekday do something very similar, which I'll link down in the description. They have a cropped and slightly tapered fit, which does a really good job at showing off the boots. And chinos are going to be a lot easier to smarten up, so if you wanted to swap out the hoodie for a button-up shirt, that would work really well. The next way I like to style them is with bootcut jeans. Bootcuts have been a new obsession of mine recently. I absolutely love the slight flare at the ankles so that these jeans drape over the boots really nicely. These are another pair of vintage Levi's from the 517 range. Wearing these jeans with chunky boots gives you a bottom heavy silhouette, which is really fun to lean into by wearing shorter tops or by tucking your top in. If you want to see some ways that I've done this style, then check out my recent bootcut jeans video. The final way you could wear these is not something I'm really into, but I've seen it done with the Bottega Veneta lug boots, so it'll work with these as well. And that's to pair them with some sweatpants and tuck the ankle cuffs into the boots themselves. This is a great way to have the boots on full display and also gives your sweatpants some nice stacks, which is great if that's what you're into. As I said, this isn't really a look I'm into at the moment, but I can see the appeal of it. One more way you could style these that I think would look really good is with some relaxed cargo pants. I don't actually have any at the moment because I'm still undecided on which ones I want to get. But if you have any recommendations, please do let me know in the comments. So, would I recommend them? The answer is going to be yes, but there's one major thing you should consider first before spending this much on boots. That is going to be your cost to wear ratio. For me, I wear boots a lot. My wardrobe is pretty much built around boots. So I know I can wear these with almost every outfit I have, and so I know I'll be wearing these a lot. Therefore, when I look at how many times I'm going to be wearing these over the years versus how much they cost, it's totally worth it for me. If you just want to buy these because you like the look of them, but don't think you'll ever wear them, then I would completely avoid them. You'll very likely regret your purchase, and it'll be an expensive mistake. Unless you're filthy rich, of course, in which case go ahead and buy them. You could probably just put them on display somewhere. As I mentioned earlier, I carefully considered these for a number of years, and I was lucky enough to pick them up on a sale. So if you think you like them, definitely put them in your wish list and leave them there for a few months. If you look at them again after a few months and you still like them, then go for it, and hopefully you can find a discount like I did. You won't be disappointed with the quality, the looks, and the comfort. Everything is on point. And so that's all I have for you today on the Demeulemeester Louise boots. Do let me know if you find these kinds of videos interesting and helpful, because if so, I've got a few other pieces in that I could do similar videos on. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.